to record. I want to get it done before tonight, so here we go. Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, and welcome back to Project Fire Sale, where we burn it to the ground, gut it, build it back up, and try and get a bad team back into the playoffs. We are mid-preseason. Our featured match today is against the Richmond Kickers, and the reinforcements have arrived! Woo! Finally! Starting in this match and making their debuts this preseason will be Pietro Visconti, 28-year-old fullback, out of Italy, formerly out of Serie B, I believe, yes. Playing for Piacenza. Got his first senior goal in 2009 along with his senior debut. He's alright. Paying a little bit too much for someone who's just alright. I blame my scouts. He looked a heck of a lot better when we first looked at him. Still, looking at the traits that he has, I'm not upset with him. That's a lot of green. It's a lot of green. And he can play in that wing-back position half decently. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Reinforcement number 2, none other than the Canadian legend himself, the one, the only, Atiba Hutchinson, making $67,000 a week. Oh yeah. Yeah, Atiba getting paid. Atiba getting super paid. Didn't have to pay arm and a leg to get him up front, just to keep him. It's going to be an arm and a leg. He's going to be sitting in that D-mid spot. Everybody loves Atiba. D-mid extraordinaire, can also sort of kind of play in the midfield if we need to, but he is there to anchor the whole thing together. Super happy about that. Reinforcement number 3, Angel Luna. Originally, thought he would be the replacement for Andreas Ivanschitz, but the more this preseason has gone on, it might be Ivanschitz actually starting, and Luna would be his backup, which is an interesting state of affairs. Still, he's a playmaker and a trequartista, so he's got it where it counts. His physicals are underwhelming, but he's a playmaker, and really that's about it. So we got that going, and, you know, worst case scenario, he can play as some sort of striker option for us. But hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully it will not come to that. And the big one, Rogelio Funes Mori, our big signing. And again, won the Club World Championship, look at that. I cannot stress enough, $4.4 million to bring him in from Monterrey. He is just as good as we thought he would be. 15 finishing, 10 composure, pretty good. He is primarily a target man, but he is working on being a complete forward, which is amazing. I mean, look at all these. He's really not bad at anything but being a defensive forward. He is meant to get up there and do stuff. So the fact that he is primarily a target man first and foremost is amazing, but he's also going to be relied on to lead the line as well. So that will be, hopefully, where we can get our goals out of him. Hopefully we can see him beat up Richmond all by his lonesome today. So far this preseason, it's been pretty rough for some of the players. Certainly, Kip Colby has shown that he is, he's pretty much just a depth fullback, and that's about it. Ray Gaddis has been brought in to try and solve that situation. He's not the best on the left, but we're trying to train him there. Turns out I can't really get any good offers for Gaddis, and considering how bad Colby is, I pretty much have to go get him, or keep him in the squad at this point. As you can see, though, judging by the subs that I have on the bench, I am still a little bit short in midfield after all that. I got Kratz working in defense, Martinez working in the middle, Ivanschitz up front. That is leaving me one midfielder short of having perfect squad rotation. So I'm going to see about finding, hopefully, somebody in the waiver draft, and maybe we can get a good budget striker to replace either Charlie Davies or Brandon Allen. Probably Davies, if I'm being honest. I don't really need defensive forward as an option. And he's making a little bit much for me. So yeah, Charlie Davies would probably be my first choice to drop. Keep Brandon Allen on. Maybe he can develop into something. We'll see. Going down the line, though, as you can see, those that I could not sell off outright were loaned out. And everybody was really loaned out. Austin Trusty, Seth Hodge, Eric Ayuk, Gary Davies, Fabian Herbers, Chris Ireland, Aaron Dunn, all sent out on loan because we don't need them here. Even Joe McGuire, who we just signed, and again, on the super cheap, was immediately approached by Cambridge to be loaned out. Cambridge fighting against relegation in League 2. They've done well since McGuire has shown up. They now sit on, where are they here? 42 points, having leapfrogged Barnet. So there's that. The idea being, though, that if we can get McGuire some good minutes, he can develop, he can come back, that's great. Certainly it's a better option than Colby, but right now, Colby is just not a good option at all. Also in the middle of the park, or in the center of the middle of the park, we needed a better defender, and I wasn't sure if we could find one. And then I picked up Chad Marshall for a 4th round pick. 33 years old, he's on the way out of his career, but come on, that's a solid pickup. Solid pickup for a 4th round pick. Great move, I think. Good veteran presence. He and Edgar will be marshalling the back line. It's not like he's going to be, a complete rock-solid stud for us for years and years to come. But at least we got somebody who we know can hold it together in the back and at least hold things till the summer. I have been looking at Matt Miazga, which might be a pipe dream, to be fair. Matt Miazga might be a total pipe dream at this point. But he is on loan at Celtic, which means Chelsea aren't using him. And his loan ends in the summer, or in May, at the end of May. So in theory, I could grab him when the summer window opens. Try and bring him in. On a loan, obviously, not transfer. He does not want to leave the club, my scouting has told me. But if we were to bring him in as a loan option in the middle of the park, man, that would be not too shabby at all, especially if either Edgar or Marshall just tank. So that would be good to have. Elsewhere, the Super Draft has come and it has gone. Let's take a look at who we picked up. Is it still in my news feed? As you can see there, the fans' reaction to our big signings. Yeah, they happy. They happy. Super Draft. No, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, come back here. Come back here, FM. Whoa. Let's see here. It would be probably under the league. It would be under drafts. It doesn't show me the results of it. Okay, well, I know how I got my drafted players. We have top pick in the draft, Darren Davis we got with our first overall pick. He's an all-around defender. He's basically there to try and keep the center of the park held nice and tight together. He's MLS ready now with a bit of potential. That's basically what I wanted. I want somebody who'd be ready to go now with some improvement options. We'll try and get him as many minutes as possible. We also picked up a couple of options just on the, let's give him a try and see what happens. That'd be Gary Davies and Aaron Dunn. And they're immediately out on loan with Bethlehem Steel. Dunn has the best potential out of both of them. Not expecting a heck of a lot out of him. Though he is an advanced forward by trade. Maybe we pull him off of his loan and get him some minutes. Who can say? Unlikely. Draft him out of the Sounders U23. So, sorry, Seattle. There's been a lot of movement, though, in the clubs. You saw my big 4 moves there. There's been a lot of movement, big movement, around the league here. Let's take a look at some of the spendings going on here. So, LA has currently the biggest signing of the window, $7.25 million to get Joselu from Stoke. A 27-year-old Spanish striker making $125,000 a week. LA going big for a big striker. I mean, that's just pretty solid. He hasn't had the best strike rate. Did great with Real Madrid's B team. 33 and 67. 4 and 26 with Vigo. And yeah, not the best track record in Germany, really. 5 and 25, 9 and 24, 8 and 30 with Hanover, 2 and 24 with Coruña, 4 and 22 with Stoke. So they're definitely looking for, or he's definitely looking for to be redeemed. He's target man by trade. Familiar looking stat line when you think about it. But he's being paid a lot of money to find his form. And certainly LA will be wanting him to find it sooner than later. We've got the other big moves, really, of the window, including sending Roland Alberg to Havre for $1.9 million. Thank you very much. RSL, though, no slouches. They've brought in Filip Georgievich from Lazio for $1.3 million. A striker, another defensive forward style. But look at those physicals. Unbelievable. Big money being thrown around. No fear there. Over in Portland, $1.2 million to bring in Dylan Powers from Solos Tijuana. So yeah, they've reclaimed him, former Colorado Rapids man, sitting there midfield. Interesting note too is that Darlington Nagbe is not with the Timbers. You may notice he isn't here. He was gone. Was it last year? The point is, Darlington Nagbe is not with. Oh, it'll be under trades. That's where it'll be. There we go. For reasons that I am not entirely certain, only $90,000 in allocation money to get Darlington Nagbe, and then they flipped a 4th round pick 3 years from now to get Diego Chara. So Portland kind of helping out Chicago big time for reasons I'm not entirely certain why. But there you go. Not predicting good things come out of Portland now, I'll tell you that much. Let's see who else has been doing big money moves. That would be Montreal Impact. Pick up Flaco Fernandez from Seattle for a couple of picks, a 1st and a 4th in successive years. That's a pretty good move for them. But on the actual transfers front, they drop a decent amount of money on Brett Pittman from Ipswich, $800,000 up to $1 million. He's a striker. He's a poacher, advanced forward, target man, and deep lying forward. So he's an all-around striker in the very literal sense of the word. He's been, up and down the English table. He helped Ipswich get promoted by playoffs. So off of that, he makes his big money move, $12,000 a week. On the end of his career, see if he can help Montreal bang in a few goals. So that's where we sit right now around the league. And with us, let's play this match against Richmond, shall we? We're going to play all of our big players to start, see how they perform. As you can see, our performance to date, we've been great against non-MLS teams and kind of stinky against MLS teams. Again, we haven't had our full squad while other teams have. That is fixed now. All our big guys are here. Let's get into it. I should stress that, or at the same time, I let my AI manager, assistant manager, take over all those matches. So, if things were indeed horrible, well, I mean, that's just somebody else's problem now, isn't it? Alright, team's warming up. Yeah, let's hope so. 4-3-3 for the kickers against our 4-4-2 narrow diamond. Closing down LaBroca. Yep, no problem there. Keep an eye on you. Impress me, boys. Show me what you can do. Alright, here we go. The debut for a lot of these teams in non-professional matches. Friendlies mean next to nothing. They're good for fitness, and that's about it. But I would like to see how our brand new signings tear apart the Richmond Kickers. Oh, look at Broga already. On the bad side of Mark Geiger. That's Rogelio Funes-Mores. Does well. Look at this. Broca is really not able to handle what's going on in our midfield here. Levi Grossman with the free kick. On target! Cole Grossman. What a strike. Keeper kind of fluffed on it a little bit. Still, did well to hit the target. Bends it. Yeah, keeper really should have had that. Grossman won't mind. 1-0. A few episodes ago, a commenter on YouTube asked why I wasn't using many instructions. I said I was going to work on that with this team. Sure enough, we have 3 instructions given for this side. We'll show those just after this set piece. Off the defender and in for Alejandro Bedoya. It looked like that was going to be well defended by Richmond, but I guess not. So Grossman with the corner. Bedoya gets up, heads it, and poorly cleared by Fillion. Yeah, that's one they're going to want back. It looked like they would have had that and should have had that indeed. The instructions I'm using are just work the middle and be shorter with our passing. We're trying to be very deliberate in our build-up. Trying to use all those players that we have packed in the middle of the park. So that goes for us. So far, a great match for Cole Grossman. And after a half of play, Funes-Mores has been largely quiet. Not super happy about that, but our midfield is doing its job, and that's what we want to see. Alright, let's, who needs fitness here? I think Kevin George could use some fitness. Ray Gaddis has not played at all, so let's bring him in for Rosenberry. We can have him flip sides later. Martinez for Bedoya. And Charlie Davies could come on for Danny Casillas, who's been alright, the kid. Alright, so our new players. George, you're fine. Gaddis, you're fine. Martinez, you're more of a ball winner. Cool. And Charlie Davies, defensive forward. Alright. Start that second half, ladies and gentlemen. Get to it. Tries to do it all himself there. Not as much happening. Let's go extended here. Coach is cautioned. A few extra chances, hopefully. Ooh, that's not good. Facial injury. Oh, come on now. Beating up my new signings. Don't do that, Richmond. Don't do that, Brandon Allen. Would you please sort this out? Target forward and advance, please. Thank you. Not risking my brand new signing. Got a couple subs for the kickers as well. And we can get another free kick. We're all over them here, which is good, as we should be. It's a USL side. All right, extend, right? What a quiet half. All right, let's bring in some more reinforcements, shall we? Let's move Visconti for Gaddis. Yarrow can replace him. You can just say he's a defensive fullback. And you can just sit as a fullback. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's bring on Richie Marquez. And Darren Davis as a central defender. And central defender. Good. Let's bring on Kevin Kratz for Tiva Hutchinson. Anchor this place down. And Ivan Schitz for Luna. So complacent. Can't have that. Alright, everybody. Arrow trip by McCabe. Still going badly for the kickers. That's fine by me. Rats banging people up. Sweet retribution. Sweet retribution. Injuring Morris. Oh, Kratz has already bruised a rib. Great. He just looks long. Finds Charlie Davies. Has a go. That's saved. Why not, though? Yeah. Interesting. Hey, Colby. Can you play anchor? Yeah, let's just, do this. It's a bad idea, but, hey, you do what you do, right? And let's also bring on Meredith for Kevin George. That way, everybody get some time on the pitch, because why not? Why not? Great game for Grossman. 3 minutes of added time. And looks like Gutierrez with a free kick. He will get one back in stoppage time for the kickers. Set pieces, the order of the day here. Look at all that room was in. Ugh, left all that room. Did Ryan Meredith. To his detriment. Grossman. Davies. Set wide for Allen. Grossman back inside. Brought down. Ivanchitz takes over. Martinez. Grossman. Chambers will intercept and clear. Looking for Romulo. That's not happening though. Grossman. Ivanchitz. Colby. Over the top. Looking for Allen. No dice. Vickers. Switches. And that should do it. There it is. Full time. That's alright as far as things go. A little bit short of expectations, yes, but we got to win. That's the important part. We need to be better. They know it. Grossman was great. No problems with that. But I'd like to see a slightly bigger margin of victory here. 2 to 3 days with a bruised rib, you're fine. 2 to 3 days with a facial injury, you're fine. It's all good. you fine. Next time on Project Fire Sale, having come off fresh from this preseason joy, we'll play 3 more preseason matches, and then we'll start the season proper against the treble winners, Sporting Kansas City. Ooh, trial by fire to start the season. Hope to see you for that. My name is Rituro. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, tell your friends about these videos on YouTube, and don't forget to join us in Twitch chat, twitch.tv/Rituros, where all these episodes are recorded live. Hope to see you there. Once again, my name is Rituro. You've been watching Project Fire Sale. We'll see you for the match against Sporting Kansas City.